Well, it's a big show.
I must dig my dig in the mashed potatoes. Go hog.
This is a team sport. It's not a talent-based sport.
We got Bobby fucking Petrino back. If I'm honest with myself right now, it's a cool 12-0. Oh, look at that tornado.
Hello and welcome to the College Football Tailgate. It's just me, Erik from ETOF21 Sports. Here today, no Jimbo. Jimbo's actually at the bachelor party, living the good life. He'll be back next week. So let's jump right into it. I got 3 bets for today's slate. First one, we're going overseas. We are going to be taking K-State here, -3 against Iowa State. One thing I always talk about when I talk football is the trenches, and to me, that's where the matchup is. Iowa State lost 2 big pieces in the offensive line in Travis and Huckford. They also lost Noel and Higgins to the draft. That's a lot of firepower that is gone. Now, don't get me wrong, Rocco Beck has been a solid quarterback, but when you lose 2 offensive linemen, you lose your 2 star wide receivers against this tough Kansas State defense. That's a tough ask. Flip side, K-State brings back Avery Johnson, threw for over 2,700 yards, rushed for over 600 last year. Also have Edwards and Brown coming back. In the Porter, they added Tibbs and Bradley, plus they rebuilt their offensive line in the transfer portal. This offense is going to be legit. Defensively, K-State has one of the better linebacker groups in the Big 12, led by Austin Romaine. I think the secondary is going to be able to hold up against Iowa State's inexperienced receivers. This is going to allow the Wildcats to control the game. Also, when you look at Chris Kleiman, since coming to Manhattan, he's been 62% overall against the number, 63% as a favorite. His teams are physical, disciplined, built for games like this. Statistically, Kansas State also has the edge. Last season, they finished with a plus 1.3 yards per play differential compared to 0.16 for Iowa State. I think they're going to be able to control tempo. I think they're going to wear down this Iowa State team. I absolutely love Kansas State here, -3. That is my first bet for week 0. Next bet, going to Fresno State and Kansas. But look, we're going to do a little different here. We're going to take under 26.5 for the first half. Now, Fresno, under new coach Matt Enos, he's been very adamant. He wants to establish ground and pound, heavy style, run-based football. That kind of approach, we all know what that means. It's going to limit possessions. It's going to eat up the clock. That surely means a lower scoring first half. Other side of the ball, Kansas defensive front, that's just their style. They allow just 154 yards rushing per game. They're going to force Fresno into these longer downs, and I really don't think they're going to be able to do it with Warner, this is like his 4th stop, and he just hasn't lived up to being Kurt's son. Tempo is also a factor for Kansas, one of the slowest teams in the country, 117th in pace, almost 29 seconds per play. Fresno last year wasn't much better, but that's a different coaching staff. Now, Kansas does look to throw, but Fresno has the best secondary in the Mountain West. I think they're going to be able to limit what Jaden Daniels wants to do. Fresno State is rebuilding an offensive line. The way to attack Kansas is their DBs, the secondary, which was awesome last year. Everyone is gone. But that's not what this Fresno State offense is going to want to do. They're going to want to eat the clock. They're going to want to be able to run the ball. And I don't trust Warner. I don't trust this Fresno State offensive line to be able to give them time to throw. I think this is going to be really low scoring. Also, both these offenses have a lot of turnover. When there's a lot of turnover like this, we could see a lot of pre-snap penalties, moving them back a little bit. So look, I took the under 26.5 for the first half. Now, my last bet, I'm going out to the island here. This number has moved a little bit, so I'm not going to play Hawaii for the game. What I did is I just did Hawaii minus 110 for the first half. Now, look, they're going to have the home field advantage. They've won the first half in their first 3 home games against non-conference opponents. Look, it's fatigue, time zone, the travel from Stanford to Honolulu is a tough one. Also, they have the new quarterback coming in who, when they played last year for Hawaii, looked explosive, throwing for 469, 5 touchdowns in his lone start. With him playing, it looked like the Timmy Chang run and shoot offense. They really wanted that. Now, they do have more offensive weapons. I think they're going to be able to explode Stafford's suspect pass defense, who lost a lot up front. This is going to allow Hawaii to get out in front. And then Stanford has Frank Wright. I'm not a big Frank Wright guy, but he did coach in the league. He will be able to make adjustments. He is a better in-game coach than Timmy Chang. So that's why I'm not doing the full game. I'm only doing the first half. Stafford's defense last year, one of the worst in the FBS, allowing 33.7 points per game, ranking poorly against the pass. Hawaii's untouchable passing game is going to be able to take advantage of that. And they have a lot of turnover. They lost everybody of substance up front. I just think, and also their quarterback situation. Their quarterback's left in the spring game, so they're incorporating a new quarterback into the system. The guy who's starting tonight wasn't supposed to be the starter. So look, there you have it. 3 plays for me. Jim and I will be back next week for the full show. We'll each give our bets and everything. Give it a parlay. Appreciate all you guys. We did every conference breakdown that's on Jim and I's YouTube channel, so make sure to check that out. We share our futures and everything. Also, thank you to the sponsor, MyBookie. Go to MyBookie and use promo code ETOFT21. That way they know old Uncle Rico sent you. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Let's make some money. Let's cash some tickets. Until next week, boys and girls.